So we all know, Rob, that you're pretty passionate about eating well, and particularly now with everything going up in price, eating well for a lot less. And that includes us, and it also includes the dog. So tell me about what you've just done and what you're doing now, please.
So, yes, went down to the butcher's and just to get some meat for the week. And I always ask him what he's got that's best price, instead of being dictated to what you want to eat. And he said the pork is really cheap. I think that was £2.99 a kilo for pork loin, which is, you know, like the fillet, if you want. So that was just over, that's about 3/4 of a kilo. And I think that cost me £1.98, that piece there. And then he also cures his own bacon, and it was the last piece on the end, so he let me have that for, I think it was 85p. Lamb shanks, which isn't a euphemism for anything, but these were £5.99 a kilo for lamb. So I got all that, and then I said, have you got any beef bones left over? And he said, yeah, I've just filleted like a load of fillet steak and stuff. And so he gave me like the chine backbone, all these pieces here, for nothing. So you got all those bones, which I'm going to roast off. More importantly, you can strip all of the meat that was left on there, because they're not going to do it, and you end up with, this is all fillet steak, this is, which is going to go in the dog's belly over the next week, as well as all of the chicken that we had left over on the carcass that we boiled up. But you could even use that for yourself if you wanted to. You can make a pie out of it or whatever. But for all of this, this came to, I think it was about £9.70 for that. And it's, yeah, so go to your butcher and ask him, instead of going to your Aldi's and your Lidl, because it's cheaper, because they'll give you this stuff for free.
And so if you were to use this, as we were saying, you could make a casserole out of that. How would you do it, and what would you add to it?
Well, I'll do it into cubes, instead of doing it fine for him. And I'll just put it into, make a bouquet garnish, sage, rosemary and thyme. If you want onion, put an onion in there and sweat it off, sweat the beef off. Cover it with water, put it on the top with salt and pepper. Cook it for about 6 hours or so, and then for the last hour put some carrots in there, some red lentils, some potatoes, and you've got a stew. It's all nice and thick.
Excellent, yeah.
And then these bones here, I'll cover them in a bit of tomato paste, and when I'm making the casserole, which I'm going to make with that, I'll put this on the bottom tray, and this will just sit in the oven for about 6 hours, and it will go gnarly and horrible. Cover it with water, and then cook that for about another 2 hours, because you're using the oven anyway, and then you've got gravy.
Excellent.
Make a stock for the next thing, but it just saves money, that's all.
And Boris, what do you think about having all that lovely beef? I think that's really good. I really love you, Rob. You're my favourite. Bye.